Hello guys, this is Anas and welcome to my new video. Today I am going to take a look at this CIY68 or CIY Tester68 keyboard kit that I bought from Taobao for roughly around 63 ringgit in Malaysia, or in US dollars is around 15 US dollars. So that is very cheap for a keyboard kit. And as the name suggests, it's 68, which is 65% keyboard. And from the packaging, there's nothing much. There's a manual and the keyboard itself. You notice there is no USB cable because this keyboard does not have wired connection. This keyboard kit only has Bluetooth 5.0 and 2.4 GHz dongle connection, so there is no wire. So this is also the reason why it is called tester. I don't know why. The manufacturer said that it doesn't have wire, and it is powered by two AAA batteries. I guess the dongle there. The typing angle, I'm not sure. I think it's around 5 degrees. Yeah, don't quote me on that. The build is basically plastic, but never mind. For this price you can't complain. And for the switches, I'm going to be using the JWK Black. This is the new offerings from JWK for their budget oriented. If you can't afford alpacas, you can use this. It's very smooth. It is factory lubed, and I decided not to lube it because I don't know, it's already smooth, so why waste more lube, right? Alright, this is only for testing the keyboard. For the keycaps, I'm going with this black on white keycaps that I bought from second-hand market. Very cheap, for around 55 ringgit I think, so around 13 to 12 USD. Yeah. For the switches just now, it's also around 60 ringgit, so around 15 USD as well. I bought from Reebok keyboards from their Shopee store. Alright, so for the build, I think let's disassemble it first because I want to see the inside of this keyboard kit. Let's take off the plate mounted stabilizers first. As you can see, it has this, I don't know, kind of like Glorious Panda colors, you know, Holy Pandas colors. And it is not clipped, so I will have to clip it later. For information, the plate mount steps is very rattly, to be honest. I would have recommend you guys to do band-aid mode on this on the steps, but I don't know, I'm just too lazy, I didn't do it, but never mind. Alright, there is a total of I think 9 screws. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. Yep, a total of 8 screws, standoff screws. And after that, we can take out the plate. This is I don't think it's aluminum, probably just steel plate. And surprisingly, there is a plate foam between the PCB and the plate, which is it is quite thick, to be honest. It's surprised that they also include what we call that, the plate foam. Is it, I don't know, PCB foam, I'm sorry, plate foam, what the heck. And there's also 2 more screws for the PCB standoffs, and you can lift it off. There is case foam inside. This is the PCB. It's standard 65% layout. There's the 2.4 GHz modem and the hot swappable switches. I don't know, it's branded as CIY, so probably not Kale or Gatron hot swap socket, probably their own. And there's also case foam inside here. It's very thin, but well, it's a bonus if they have case foam. As you can see, it's very thin, and the case is still hollow even with the case foam. Probably it would benefit from a thicker case form, but I'm gonna leave it as it is because I'm just going to test the keyboard. So let's put it back together again so that we can start building the keyboard. Put in the PCB again, and don't forget the screws, 2 screws for the PCB standoff. Put back the PCB foam. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this keyboard only comes in white, so there's no other option. I would rather go with black if they have black color, but no, it's only white. It's a very white keyboard, which is not my favorite, but it is what it is. It's very cheap, so can't complain. So let's loop the switcher. Let's loop the stabilizers. I'm just gonna show you the time lapse of me clipping the stabilizers. Pretty much standard. Rytox 205G0 on the housings and the stamps, and for the wires I use XHT BDZ, which is, I don't know, I apply a generous amount of XHT BDZ on the wires. After that we can put back the stabilizers onto the keyboard, and there is a total of 4 stabilizers including the spacebar. Alright, the JWK Black is a linear switch with 58.5 gram bottom up force, and it is 5 pin, and I don't know, if I were asked to choose between the JWK Black and Gateron Pro Yellow, I think I would have go with Gateron Pro Yellow. I don't know, I think Pro Yellow has slightly smoother feeling, and the sound signature is a little bit clacky than the JWK Black. So this is the finished product. It is a simple build, you know, there's nothing much to it, but I think it turns out pretty well for a, I don't know, total of 180 ringgit. 180 ringgit build. That is surprisingly cheap. Oh yeah, for the battery I forgot. It is powered by 2 AAA batteries, and I'm not sure about the battery life on this because I haven't tested it yet. I just got it today. So I will maybe make notes on that later as I tested it out. Alright, there is a power on switch on the back of the keyboard, and there's a blinking green light blink, and to connect it to the 2.4 GHz, just press FN plus Q. Okay, don't forget to test your keyboard because you need to ensure that all the switches are working and you don't bend the pins on the switches, right? I use the keytest.ru website to test it out. Okay, for you. Okay, it is worth to be noted that this keyboard kit does not have software, so it's basically a combination of FN plus another key if you want to access the second layer. There is no VR, you can reprogram it, you can't reprogram it at all. And this is the sound test. Alright, I also wanted to put this keyboard on a test for gaming, you know. I want to see the performance of the 2.4 GHz connection and whether it is I don't know, passable, acceptable for competitive gaming. And as you can see here, it is good, the performance is very good, honestly, but I can still notice a slight delay in latency, just a very slight minor delay. And I don't know if I'm going to use, but I think if you're going to use the keyboard for casual gaming, I think it would be fine, but for competitive I would still prefer the wired connection. Alright, so I think that's all for my review. If you have anything, just leave a comment. I will try to answer as many as possible. Good day.